it going, my brothers and sisters? Hope you're doing good. Bruh. Oh, oh, oh. Nah, I'm playing. I'm not just playing. What was I going to talk about? Actually, I do got something to talk about. Let me sit down. Let me sit down and just get this yap out. Stop! Stop! Scream. Phone screen keep wanting to fuck up the setup. And I think this shit is cool. So check him out. I feel like this would be called an aesthetic. This would be called an aesthetic. Can we focus? Can we focus on the brother in front of us? That'll do. That'll just have to do. You feel me? So I turned the quality down on the camera on my videos because that should be taking up too much space. You feel me? It be taking up too much space on my phone, you know. And this is just what I want to talk about because, bruh, I be getting in my head, bruh, and I know a lot of y'all be getting y'all head too, bruh. And shout out to the people who be watching my videos and shit. Y'all some real ones because y'all really be giving me that boost, you know, that energy boost that I be needing because I be feeling like what I'm doing is pointless. I be like, man, what the hell am I doing, bruh? And so check me out. We gonna get into a real good conversation right now. Get some popcorn, get some snacks, whatever, or just put your headphones on and walk away. It don't matter. It don't matter. But this is what I want to talk about. And it's basically my expression and being comfortable with my expression. Not only being comfortable with my expression, but being comfortable with the progress I made and being comfortable with the truth I have. So basically, I don't know if y'all be watching my videos. Obviously, you probably watched a couple of my videos. If not, you should. Um, but basically, in my videos, I do talk about a little different shit. You know, I do talk about different shit. I do talk about, like angels and demons and fighting the Illuminati and um, they're tapped in and shit like that. I be talking about some real shit, like some real shit, and at times, I like for me, the amount of how real it is, it's like my day to day. I'm like, this is my normal, this is my everything. Like this ain't nothing to me. But I be afraid of saying this shit because I'm like, bro, what if other people think I'm just cuckoo crazy nuts? But at the same time, I'm like, bro, that shit don't matter what other people think, bro. I'm like, nigga, this is the stuff I gotta say. This is what I gotta talk about. And this is another thing because I be sitting there like, man, what if I'm saying dumb shit, this is and this. But then I go sit there and watch YouTube videos on this shit and I be like, these motherfuckers snapping. Ooh, I don't agree with that, but they on the right path. Man, this motherfucker snapping. But I be scared to say that shit out loud. I be scared to say that shit in my videos. Why? I mean, I do say it in my videos, but I don't get fully into what I want to talk about. And I realize, I'm like, bruh, if I want to create the space of the things I want, I got to talk about the things I like, the things I want. And, bro, and realistically, what I've been wanting, bro, I'm like, I want to go adventure. I want to go adventure. I want to play Minecraft. I want to play video games with people. I want to go outside and hang out with people. I want to smoke weed with people. I want to sell my paintings. I really don't care about the money, but I want to share my art. I want to share my passions. I want to share what it is I got. Creatively, I want to share what it is I got. I just want to share. But I don't really care about the profit too much. I'm just like, I just want to share because I don't like keeping this shit stuck inside of me. It's like keep it stuck inside of me or share it or get it out. And my goal is to get it out. And I'd rather get it out than keep it in. But at the same time, some of the shit I be keeping in, I'd be like, maybe I shouldn't post it. Maybe I shouldn't show people this. But it don't matter, bruh. Because realistically, I would get stuck in my head thinking, like, maybe what I'm doing is pointless. And I'm just throwing these ideas into the void. If I'm thinking I'm throwing these ideas into the void, who gives a fuck? Who gives a fuck what people would even think about it then? If I'm thinking that nobody's gonna watch this, if I'm thinking that nobody's gonna pay attention to what I have to say, nigga, post even more. Even with that, because it's like, bruh, one thing I be having a hard time is dealing with the actual reality of shit sometimes. You feel me? Because sometimes shit don't look the way you expect it to look. You feel me? For me, for a minute, for a long time, I was dreaming vividly about a shorty that I really wanted to fuck with. I didn't know who shorty was. You feel me? I was like, I just know there's a girl in my head who I hear, and she be cool as fuck, and we be kicking it in the dreams. But I don't know who shorty is. Shorty pulls up. You feel me? Turns out it was my ex. This bitch was in my head the whole time. I don't mean to call her a bitch. No offense. Not like that. But she was in my head the whole time. I'm sitting there kicking it with her, and I'm like, you're different. I'm like, you're different, nigga. You're different. I'm different. I'm not the same motherfucker I was when we was dating. And I was like, I can tell you, you're not the same motherfucker you were when we was dating. Like, you're different. And I'm like, what the fuck? And that shit was crack, bro. That shit was crack. That shit was had me like I had me cracked out. That shit had me cracked out. I was like, nigga, this is a whole different type of high. Like, I used to get high off of you, but now it's even more high. Like, now I'm even more high. Now I'm even more turned on. I don't even know what the fuck going on. And with that, Shorty hit me with I don't even know if I want to be with you. And for me, instantly, I took that as, ow, oh my heart. I guess I gotta just move on and go away and disappear. And then at the same time, I'm like, but this is what I want. This is what I want. This is what I want. And I'm like, this is what I want. This is what I want. This is what I've been asking for. And I'm like, Shorty, come on, bruh. Stop playing with me, bruh. You know, I'm like, stop playing with me, bruh. And I'm like, I could be a homie. We could be cool. And it's like, I'll be trying to do that, and that shit do not work, bro. I cannot be the homie. Because I'm like, I don't think homies just be, doing what we do. And I'm like, with that, I'm like, maybe this is gonna go somewhere. I just gotta be patient. Maybe this can be something. I just gotta be patient because Shorty's like, hey, bro, I just need time for myself right now. I'm like, bro, what you talking about, bro? Marry me. Let's get married. I'm like, bro, let's get married. Like, stop playing around, bro. Like, I'm gonna marry you, so stop playing around. Let's just get married right now. And I'm like, ugh. But the thing is, it's like, bro, the reason it's like when me and Shorty ended things before, is because I was like, bro, you on deck. Get off my dick right now. Like, I need time for myself. There's too much shit going on. I can't think. And you in my face right now. Like, I know you want to help and shit. Like, I can't. I can't. I'm overthinking. I'm tweaking. There's too much shit going on. And you in my face too. And it's really getting me in my head. And I just can't. And I would ask her for space. And she wouldn't be able to give me my space. And so I'd be like, nah, Shorty, you gotta go. You gotta go. And with that, I realized I'm like, oh, roles are reversed now. Hit the reverse Uno card. Now she's just like, nah, bro, I need my space, bro. And I'm like, damn. You hate me? Like, you hate me. Like, you don't like me. Like, I'm the worst thing on the planet, And it's like, no. It's like, no, don't take that shit personal. But that's me in my own brain. Some might say the ego. Bruh, I just say my soul has been torn apart a couple fucking times. It's been cut up, ripped apart, spit out. Sometimes certain things do remind me of the past that make me feel like motherfuckers don't like me. Because I have some motherfuckers who actually don't like me. And shit like that, where I'm like, it does get to me. It does bother me at times. And I realize, how else do I heal from that shit? Acknowledge it. All I gotta do is speak it. Turns out there's other motherfuckers who be feeling the same way. All I gotta do is talk about this shit. Not even just that, bruh. But it's like, even when it's like I have so many ideas that I'd be wanting to put out, but I'm like, it's not gonna hit. It's not gonna hit. It doesn't matter because I'm expecting a result. But if I just did the idea just because I wanted to do an idea, I'm pretty sure I get a lot more results. It's like with my YouTube. I'm like, nigga, I didn't have no expectations. I was just like, I'm gonna just be posting videos. I really don't plan on having a bunch. As like my goal ain't a billion subscribers. I'm like, motherfucker, if it grows, it grows. If not, this is just my archive of my stories. You feel me? It's like YouTube got more storage than my phone. YouTube got more storage than my phone. I can watch these things back, and I don't have to lose all the memory on my phone to do it. You feel me? It's like I can sit there, download YouTube, or just go on Google YouTube, and bam, an archive of my videos. I can sit there and watch. And there's another dude I ain't been watching his videos, but I noticed like I didn't. So I noticed that this guy be grinding. He went to grind in on his YouTube videos, and I be like, damn, bro. Like I can't. I don't got that same work ethic. I don't got that same flow, bro. Like I can't do it like him, and his shit's growing, and my shit ain't growing, and I'm trying to. I'm not that nigga. I'm not him. That's his. That's his flow. That's his flow. His flow works for him. If he can make a video every motherfucking day and post it, that's him. That's not me. That's not me. That's him. That's not me. And so I realized I gotta stop comparing myself to niggas. Cause number one, I'm a one of one nigga. I'm a one of one nigga. I do magic. I got superpowers. I got superpowers. Not even just that, but it's like, bro, earlier today, what did I do? I went outside and I hung out next to a tree with my crystals. And you know what I did? You know what I fucking did? I anchored my higher self, not even just that, but higher dimensions into this reality. I was opening up portals. I was opening up different dimensions. I was tapping into the infinite versions of myself, and I was using their energies to charge up my body, to charge up the planet. And the thing is, I'm sitting there talking to the earth while it's happening. Me and the earth are having a whole conversation. The earth is getting lit. The thing is, the men in black motherfuckers start pulling up on me. The men in black motherfuckers start pulling up on me everywhere. And the thing is, I've always had this interaction with the men in black niggas. I used to call them Drews when I was in San Francisco because that's one of the motherfuckers who was sitting there interviewing me and trying to figure out what it is I knew. And the thing is, I realized these motherfuckers are asking me questions because they don't know how I know what I know because they don't know how to get the information I know. And I'm like, oh, these niggas are dumb. I'm like, these niggas are dumb, and I'm sitting here. Ooh. Yeah, I'm like, these niggas are dumb, and I'm sitting here tweaking. I'm sitting here worried because stupid niggas are questioning me. I'm paranoid because dumb niggas are curious about what a smart nigga look like, even though I don't even try that hard. It's like, is that motherfucker? Don't turn the light off. Because I'm in here. What do you mean? I don't turn this one off. I mean, I was gonna use that light too. I mean, I was getting ready to start cooking. No, this nigga just in here hating, bro. And watch me. I'm about to turn the light back on just because she did that. Thank you. You wanted all of them on? I didn't want all of them on. It was just that one. Oh, this one? Yeah. Mom, you got the egg crust? But literally, it's like I was braiding that some shit girl's was getting hair, to me. And you know how like you like put the gel on and like you brush it? But I put it in my apron and I don't know who took my apron. I know you missed me, but it's not that serious. Literally, that shit was. I was like, I'm paranoid about stupid niggas being curious about me. The men in black motherfuckers are watching me. That shit made me realize some shit. I'm something different. If these motherfuckers gotta set up, if these motherfuckers pay motherfuckers just to watch me, just to keep an eye on me, just to keep paying motherfuckers just to do this all day. I'm like, you guys pay motherfuckers to do that? I must actually be something different. And I don't just allow myself to be like, yeah, nigga, I'm that nigga. Of course y'all would do that. I'm that nigga. And so now I'm like, okay, let me actually actualize being that nigga, even with Shorty. Because I'm like, you know what? You know, me and Shorty, we still hang out. I'm sitting there, I'm like, you know what? She said she don't want to be with me. You know, she doesn't know if she actually wants to even be with me. I was like, you know what? Fine, girl. It's fine. You know, we can be homies. Like, I still like just kicking it with you. And the last time we hung out, I'm sitting there, you know, I'm acting like the homie now. I'm acting like the homie. We both laying down. She's like, can you put a movie on? I'm like, all right, nigga, you putting a movie on. Nigga, I'm not touching her. I'm not cuddled up next to her. I'm like, we both laying in bed right next to each other like we about to cuddle, but I'm like, no. You said you don't even want to be with me. You said you wasn't about it. So no, I'm chilling. And then she's like, nah, bro, I actually do want to cuddle, bro. And that made me think, bro. Maybe she does enjoy my company and want to be with me. It's just she feels a pressure in her own mind to deal with whatever she has to deal with. Because there's a lot of shit on her plate. And I'm like, nigga, I can't eat that shit off her plate. That's her plate. I got my plate. And then I realized, I'm like, she's reflecting something that I'm doing to myself. And I'm like, what the fuck am I doing? And I just realized, I'm just too much in my head. What's in my plate? Overthinking. What's on my plate? Doubt. What's on my plate? Confusion. Why is that on my plate? I don't want to eat that shit. I don't want to eat doubt. I don't want to eat confusion. I don't want to eat worry. Why do I have that shit on my plate? I don't know. I don't know why I put that shit on my plate. So I had to get that shit off my plate. I was like, ugh. Throw that away. Feed it to the dogs. Get that shit out of here. I don't want that shit on my plate. It's not appetizing to me anymore. You know what is appetizing to me? self-worth, belief, trust, encouragement, enthusiasm, you know, beautiful things, love, shit like that. Where I'm like, why do I doubt myself? Why do I doubt myself when I prove to myself that I'm the rawest motherfucker out here? Why do I doubt myself when I prove to myself multiple times that I'm the rawest nigga out here? And it's like, I realize, bro, it's just me being me. I get scared to just be me because I start overthinking if people actually like that I'm me. Because I've had situations in my life where, I'd start being the most full version of myself and motherfuckers start tweaking out. But now I realize I started pushing me being me so much that I became me to the full extent and I was just doing me. And then I started overthinking about me doing me because I was like, well, shit, is it okay that I'm doing me? Is it okay that I'm still doing me? I'm like, this is the longest I've been me for without motherfuckers tweaking out on me. I'm like, this is the longest I've been me and nobody's told me they hate me. This is the longest I've been me and nobody's told me I should be on the streets homeless. I'm like, what the fuck? And so I start bugging out and I start doing the damage to myself. And it reminds me of when I first got kicked out of my mom's house and I was staying with my grandma's. I started thinking my grandma, like, I was like, man, none of these motherfuckers like me. I was like, these motherfuckers hate me. I was like, these motherfuckers don't want to be around me. I'm about to be on the street again. And the thing is, all I had to do was ask them. I sat there and asked them. I was like, y'all like having me here? They're like, bruh, yes. Like, we feel safe with you here. Like, we feel protected with you here. We feel happier with you here. And I'm like, for real? Even with my videos, I'm sitting there like, man, I don't even want to post no shit no more. I'm thinking, literally with my Instagram, I was like, nigga, I'm about to fucking delete my Instagram. I'm about to just go incognito mode because fuck this shit. And then I realized I was like, bro, why am I getting scared again? I'm like, why am I being scared? And it's because I've been hurt, bro. I've been hurt, and that's just a real shit. But it's like, do you remain hurt? Or do you get over it? It was like in The Lion King. I watched The Lion King last night. I really didn't watch that shit. I let it play in the background while I scrolled through my phone. But while I was watching The Lion King, kinda, there was a scene where the monkey pulled up to the baboon pulled up to the motherfucking Simba, and he smacked him in the head, and he was like, "Ow, that hurt." And he was like, "Well, it was in the past. I smacked you in the past." And he was like, "Yeah, but it still hurt." And he was like, "Yeah, but you learned." And then he goes to swing again, and he ducks. And he's like, "Ah, see, you learned." And I'm like, "Wait a minute, nigga. The things I've gone through, I've actually learned from that shit. Why am I still thinking that I'm gonna fall in the same traps? Why am I still thinking that I'm gonna fall the same way? Even every time I fell, I got up, didn't I? Every time I fell, I got up. So why am I tripping about falling? Like even with Shorty, I'm like, I was a silly guy. I was going through the motions. I was sleeping in her car. And I was like, man, she must not fuck with me. I'm a bum. Look at what I'm going through. She can't fuck with me. She's just doing this just because she feels like she has to. Which that's just me in my own head, because it's like, bro, I'm actually being shown love, and I couldn't accept it because I couldn't accept the love. I couldn't accept that I was loved. I thought that shit was impossible. I really thought that shit was impossible. I thought the only motherfuckers who could love me were me and my spirit team and the Most High. I was like, everybody outside of that, don't fuck with me. Only motherfuckers who love me are me, my spirit team, and the Most High. I was like, my family don't love me. My friends don't love me. Nobody loves me. That's really how I felt. And that's really, I was stuck in my head about that shit. I was really stuck in my head about that shit. And it disables you, bro. That shit really disables you to make you sit there and think like, damn, if nobody loves me, what the fuck am I doing? If nobody's even watching my shit, if I'm only getting 6 views on my videos, what the fuck am I posting for? Because I want to post. That's why. Literally. And like I would sit there and spam Shorty. I'd be spamming texting her and shit. I'm like, she don't fuck with me. Again, she already told me, hey bro, I just need time. And even with that shit, I was like, bro, what am I doing, bro? When I would tell Shorty, get off dick, It's like, nigga, get off dick, bro. I fuck with you, but I just need time. I'm overwhelmed right now. I'm overstimulated. Stimulation to the max. I need less stimuli. So I'm like, oh, wait a minute. This don't mean Shorty hate me. This don't mean she don't fuck with me. This simply means she needs her own space. And I'm like, but what if she ends up finding another dude? And then I'm like, nigga, there's nobody like me. I'm like, what am I talking about? I'm like, what am I talking about? I'm acting like I'm not that nigga. I'm acting like I'm not him. I'm acting like I can't make things happen. And I'm like, what the fuck? What the fuck? Even when it comes to my financial situation, I'm like, I don't know how to make money. I don't know how to make money with my paintings. I really don't. Like, I really don't. And I'm like, I don't think I'm supposed to be focused on money. I just think if my goal is to be a billionaire, all I gotta do is be like, I'm gonna be a billionaire and just do stuff. It's like all I gotta do is just do stuff, and I already set the intent that I want to be a billionaire. I already set the intent that I want to have gold. You feel me? I already set that intent, so I'm already walking toward that. Everything I do is just part of it. Everything that I do now is just me building up to that. Why? Because I already set the intent. It's like with it's like, bro, when I was homeless, I set the intent. I want to be happy without anything. I want to find happiness without anything. And I found happiness. I learned how to be happy without people around me. I learned how to be happy without my loved ones. I learned how to be happy with just being me. And that's amazing. And all I did was set the intent for it. I had no idea what I would actually find. I didn't know what the gold was that I was going to find. But I found gold. I didn't even think I was going to find gold. But now if I'm saying, nigga, I'm going to find gold, I don't know where I'm going to find it at. But I promise you I'm going to go find it. And it's like, bro, I'm already on the way to the gold. I'm already hitting the roadmap. The roadmap is already set. I set the intention. I said, universe, take me to where the abundance is at. Take me to where I can be on a beach, smoking some weed and some Blue Lotus in a blunt with my lady, have a family, have a castle, have a spaceship, have a boat, have, have everything I want. I'm like, everything I desire, everything in my heart. I'm like, heart, speak, beacon, show me where to go. And I'm like, nigga, where do I go? Where do I go? Where do I go? It's like, nigga, you don't always gotta know where to go, nigga. All you gotta do is walk. All you gotta do is walk. And I be telling niggas this, but I don't be sitting there and it don't be clicking in my brain. It don't be clicking in my brain. I be like, what the fuck am I doing, bro? I'm like, what the fuck am I doing, bro? And the thing is, it's like the adventures you do, the things you do, your body, your mind will tell you what works for you and what doesn't work for you, because there are other people. It's like I was going to um like some county building because the Men in Black motherfuckers started investigating me again. They was on my dick. And mind you, the Men in Black, them motherfuckers work for the county. They work for the government, okay? They understand that. That's connected, okay? So I got arrested, or I didn't get arrested. I was put in handcuffs and detained for dancing in the street, which I was praying. When the police pulled up on me, I was praying. And was I praying in the street? No, I was praying on the sidewalk. Motherfucker, I'm like, nigga, we in America. I thought you motherfuckers was fighting for your religious rights, weren't you? That's even all of that shit's a lie anyway. But still, these motherfuckers took me in talking about, oh, we just want to make sure you're safe because we heard you were dancing in the street. I'm like, motherfucker, I'm praying. How you gonna I'm sitting here like this praying. Motherfucker gonna grab me up. I'm like, you fuck nigga. And I hope that nigga gets some bad karma. I'm not even gonna hold you. I hope that nigga's teeth fall out or something. I hope that nigga loses front teeth, his two front teeth. I hope he lose these two. Hey, don't call me a hater. You stop my prayer. And I'm sitting there talking about, I'm like, boy, I can't pray to God. Well, you were dancing in the street. We got calls that you were in the street. I'm not in the street right now. And I'm like, can I go back home? They're like, we got to take you in. And literally, so after that, another social worker started pulling up to my crib. And I'm like, what the fuck is you doing here? I'm like, what is you pulling up to my crib for? And they sitting here telling me, we just want to make sure you're okay. We want to help you. This is and this. Oh, we heard you're doing music. This is and this. Oh, you have art. You should share it. This is and this. There's people. This is and this. And honestly, I was like, you know what? Fuck it. Let me just go with them. Let me just go with them. Let me see. And I saw what was going on, and I was like, hold on, wait a minute, something ain't right. I was like, something ain't right, something's off. But let me see what's going on. So I sat there and I saw what was going on, and I was like, oh, this is a setup. I was like, oh, this is a setup. These motherfuckers trying to make it seem like I'm crazy. I'm like, they're trying to make it seem like I'm crazy. They trying to get me to go through a psych evaluation, not knowing. I'm like, oh, y'all trying to make it seem like I'm crazy, so I gotta be on some type of medication or something. Or if I do some shit again, I gotta get sent to the psych ward or I gotta hop on medication. Hell no, fuck that. I'm not doing that. And so literally, and even with that, I was like, oh, like the dudes were like, because I had to do some type of evaluation, and they were like, oh, did you get scheduled for another meeting? I was like, no. They were like, huh? What you mean? I was like, no. I was like, what meeting? Like, I was supposed to get another one? No, like nah. And literally, and what's it called? We had a conversation on the way back because them niggas had to drive me back home. Also, when they took me to the when they took me to the police station for praying in the street and dancing in the street, them niggas had to drive me back home. And the thing is, I told that officer, I was like, you know, your dumb ass gonna have to drive me back home, right? I was like, you know, you're gonna have to drive me back home, right? He's like, yeah, sure. And if I do, I'll drive you back myself. That bitch ass nigga went and hid. That bitch ass nigga did not show his face when they had to drive me back home. And they drove me back home. But this is back to when I was in a county office because I was doing another psych evaluation. What's it called? They was driving me back and they were talking about, oh, and I'm sitting there, I'm like, oh, so you guys have these meetings, this and this, where you guys be like just group discussions and this X, Y, and Z. And they're like, yeah, this and this. I'm like, oh, that's dope. That's dope. Oh, that's dope. Can you? And they're like, yeah, we can take you. There's one next week. We can take you. We can pick you up. Them niggas did not show up. Another week goes by. Then them niggas show up. It's like them niggas didn't show up the week they were supposed to pull up. Then I start going. I start. I'm. I got magic, bro. I got superpowers. So I went to the radio stations. I walked to radio towers around my city because I realized I'm like, bro, these things are picking up on vibrations. And I realized that I can change the vibration, I can change the frequency of what they're broadcasting. I'm like, I can use magic to change the frequency of what they're broadcasting. And so I started using my magic on that shit. You feel me? And so I did that. I was walking around the city, literally came back home, took it. I was getting ready to take a nap. These niggas knock on my door. I'm like, what the fuck? Who could be here? Who could be knocking on my garage at this time? I open the door. Guess who it is? The county motherfuckers, the social worker. And I'm like, oh my days. And every time these motherfuckers pulled up to my crib, they got another motherfucker, a different motherfucker with them. And I'm like, yeah, I don't like that. I don't like that. And they sitting there every time, everybody they bring over, they be like, oh yeah, this is a new hire. One time they brought a lady over, this motherfucker talking about, oh yeah, you eat the sun, right? You eat like the sun? I'm like, you know, bitch. You know what I am. Stop playing slick. Stop playing games with me. And literally, and then this motherfucker's like, I'm like, yeah. Like you pulled up after I did what I just did, and you didn't pull up last week. You wasn't here last week. Yeah, I'm not doing none of that. I was like, I'm not working with y'all. I'm like, yeah, y'all fucked up. I'm not going back to that place. Cause now I'm like, oh yeah, these niggas is locked in now. I was like, these niggas is locked in now. I'm on their radar extra hard now. And I'm like, you know what? Fuck y'all. I can do whatever the fuck I want. No, I don't need to be in that goddamn office. And I told him, he's sitting there asking me, he's like, well, you can spread your message in an office, you gotta help people, you can help people, your music, this and this. I'm like, nigga, I'll spread it myself. If I really need it spread, I'll spread it myself. I don't need to go deal with y'all. No, thank you. Next. And literally the motherfucker's like, yeah, you got, you're telling me God told you not to help people? And I'm like, it's not about me not helping people. It's about the wrong people to help. I'm like, y'all are the parasites, obviously. I'm like, if y'all pulling up after I did what I did, y'all are the parasites. And I must not be helping you because the earth got to get rid of motherfuckers like y'all. And not even just that, but this whole system is garbage doo-doo. No, I'm not trying to go do another psychiatric evaluation. For what? For what? If all I want to do is talk. If all I want to do is talk, what the fuck do I got to do that for? I'm like, nigga, I can go outside and talk. I can go knock on people's door and talk. If I really want to talk to motherfuckers, I can talk. And I was like, yeah, that's a setup. I'm like, that's a setup. I want nothing to do with that. And literally, this motherfucker's like, well, Rome wasn't built by 10 people. Because I started explaining to him, I was like, look, if my audience is 10 motherfuckers, that means that's the only 10 motherfuckers who need to hear the message. If my audience is 1 billion motherfuckers, that means 1 billion motherfuckers need to hear that message. I'm like, if I don't, this is the sample size. I don't got a problem with it. If this is who pulls up, this is who pulls up. That's okay. I ain't not, nothing wrong with it. And then he was like, well, Rome wasn't built by 10 people. I'm like, yeah, but the planet was built by one motherfucker in 7 days. Let's think about that. The planet was built by one motherfucker in 7 days, though. Let's think about that. And I'm sitting here telling them, I'm like, nigga, I'm not no human. Stop playing slick with me. Stop playing slick with me. I ain't no small little nigga. I can do shit. I can really do some shit. I'm like, stop playing with me, bro. And then it's like high key shit like that snapped me back into it. Cause I'm like, that shit, it low key got me in my head. Cause I was like, man, am I doing the wrong thing? Am I doing the wrong thing? Cause my intuition, my heart said, fuck them. Fuck them niggas. My heart said, fuck them. Leave them niggas alone. Stay out of it. That ain't got nothing to do with you. And I'm like, ah, 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 ah. And I started going back and forth in my head. And I'm like, wait a minute. This is my path. I can do whatever the fuck I want. If I don't want to help y'all, that means I don't want to help y'all. And there's nothing wrong with that. That's literally, is nothing wrong with that. Motherfuckers be like, oh, you gotta be of service, this and this. It don't mean I gotta be of service to everybody on this motherfucker. You know, you gonna be picking, I can pick and choose on what my heart says to pick and choose. I trust my heart, I trust my intuition. And my intuition is saying, you is a fuck niggas, and I got nothing to do with y'all, and goodbye, good riddance. You feel me? It's like, I'm like, I got other shit I want to do. And the thing is, I started, that shit made me start spiraling because I'm like, what do I actually want to do? I'm like, do I want to be this mega king teacher title? Nigga, fuck the title. I was so stuck on being on the title. I was like, what does a king do? What does a king do? That's irrelevant. What do I do? I'm like, what do I do? Because they might make up a new word for the shit I do. They might make up a whole new genre of leadership for what I do. And I'm not allowing I'm like, maybe I'm creating a new form of leadership. And I'm just not allowing myself to create that new form of leadership because I'm stuck with the title of, I gotta be a king, so I gotta act like a king. And what does a king do? I'm following what a king does. What do I do? Fuck what a king does. What do I do? I've had past lives where I was a king. I'm over that shit. I'm tired of getting assassinated. I'm tired of getting fucked over. I'm tired of having niggas sitting there. Gimme. I'm tired of that shit. I'm tired of it. I'm tired of it. I've had that shit so many fucking times. You know how many times I've been a fucking leader? Every fucking life. Almost every fucking life. It's a process, bruh, and it's not an easy one. And I'm like, bro, I just want to go with ease and flow this life, okay? I want to set sail. I want to go explore the world. I don't want niggas on dick. I'm like, I do want my own country, but I ain't gonna be the motherfucker. I'm not just gonna be sitting there telling everybody what to do and being like, okay, y'all gotta do this, y'all gotta do this. Why? There's a creator. I'm like, bro, if everybody would be themselves, everything would run itself. I wouldn't have to organize nothing. And that's what I realized. I was like, bro, why don't I just be myself? And then I realized I'm holding myself back by not just being myself, bro. And that was cooking me diabolically. That is cooking me diabolically. Not being who I want to be, which is literally just being myself. I'm just like, damn, bro. So my freedom comes with being able to be whatever I want, being able to tell people whatever the fuck I want. Yes. Who would have knew? Who would have knew it was that easy? And literally earlier I went outside because I was like, you know what? I can do whatever the fuck I want. I went outside and I just went and started channeling hella energy. Again, like I said earlier, started channeling hella intergalactic energy because I just made another video talking about descending your higher self. I was like, you know what? bringing the galactic energies to the motherfucking planet. All the aliens, if you want, I'm like, to the alien motherfuckers, to the plasma beings, if the Earth ain't at the frequency to where you guys can motherfucking hop in this bitch, I'm about to tune it to that motherfucking frequency. Cause I'm like, wait a minute, I can do that shit. And that's what I realized, bro. I was like, wait a minute, I know my powers are magic. I know my powers create protection. But I be sitting there and I'd be like, I, I, I guess it works. I guess it works. But I know the protection works. I look at my room. I should do a room tour in one of these videos. Actually, I'll do a room tour after this. It'll be a quick little video. Fuck it. Fuck it. But literally, what's it called? Literally, I'm like, wait a minute. I know this shit works. I know this shit actually works because it protects me. It keeps me safe. I know it gives me information. I know I can hear higher dimensional frequencies. I know it aligns me to different things because different things are aligning to me. And I'm like, okay, so if that's working, why don't I dream bigger? And that's when I started being like, I'm scared it doesn't work. Won't know unless we try. Won't know unless we try. And if it doesn't work, what changes? Nothing. Okay. It's like, bro, keep throwing more darts. It's like, until something works. And I'm like, wow. And it's all because a few people told me, hey, bro, we like what you're doing. It was like 3 motherfuckers who said they like what I was doing. 4. It was 4 motherfuckers who told me they like what I was doing. I mean, it's been more, but, you know, I always be like, take it with a grain of salt, because, you know, you can't be that awesome, bro. Nobody can be that cool. Like, nobody can be that badass just all naturally. Nobody can be that swag, just got all the stats and can just do what you do naturally. Literally, I get imposter syndrome from myself. I'm like, nigga, you cannot be this fly and smooth. Impossible. But I am this fly and smooth. And I just be scared to appreciate it because of other motherfuckers not appreciating it. When in reality, I'm like, no, bro, I really am the coldest motherfucker to ever walk this planet, bro. And I embody that. And that's what makes me the coolest motherfucker to walk this planet. It's because I embody it. And now, I just gotta look in the mirror and be like, nah, nigga, don't play small no more. Be the big fish that you are. You 6'4" for a reason. You tall as fuck for a reason. You got that aura for a reason. You got all that pressure for a reason. What's the reason? To use it in whatever way I see fit. And that's the issue. I be sitting there thinking, like, I can't use my power in certain ways because I don't. If a motherfucker piss me off and I feel like using my powers on him, I could. I usually don't, but I could. I usually don't, but I could. And there's nothing that's stopping me from doing that. And that's what I realized. There's nothing stopping me from doing nothing other than me being like, I don't want to hurt people. Like, I don't want to flex too hard. Because I'm like, I did a little room tour and I was like, I almost didn't want to show off my room because I was like, I don't want motherfuckers looking at my room and being like, damn, I wish I had a room like that. Who gives a fuck? I'm like, shit, nigga. Maybe I'm inspiring some motherfuckers to make their room like my room. Start getting motherfuckers to be like, you know what? Maybe I need to paint on my walls. Maybe I need to add more decoration to my room. Maybe I need to add more color and flavor to my room. Because my room don't look like nobody else's room. And I love it. I love it. But at the same time, I'm like, bruh, I still want to be on the beach. I still want to have a pyramid. My pyramid greenhouse with my studio, with my za, with my blue lotus, with my mugwort, with all my herbs. You know, I still want to be slinging my herbs. Why? It's just something I think is cool. I'm like, I know some dope dealers. Maybe I want to turn them into herb dealers. You feel me? Slinging some herbs. Some za mixed with the lavender, with the rose petals. A freaky night, for real. Oh, you want some tobacco? Yeah. Freshly grown. I grow all my own shit. And I'm trying to get there. But how do I get there? Trust the process, my boy. Trust the process. And what does the process look like? I don't think anybody knows what the process looks like. Like, when motherfuckers make movies and shit, they don't know what it's supposed to look like. They don't even know what the movie looks like when they have it in their head. They're just like, nigga, I got an idea. I realize we just got ideas. Sometimes they come out completely different. And I learned this from music and my paintings. I'm like, sometimes I got really cool ideas for music, paintings, and just everything else. And then I start executing it and it comes out completely different. But again, every time I reach into Pandora's box, she always gives me something amazing. Always something amazing. Always something that I wasn't expecting, and it always comes out better than I was expecting. Ain't that silly? But yeah, all that to say, it's Isaiah Raw. Had to get this off my chest. The video was pretty long, but I hope you enjoyed, and I'm pretty sure some of you motherfuckers just sat there and listened and listened and listened. And that's okay. That's the point. And some motherfuckers probably didn't. And okay. It's okay. It don't matter. Literally, I was watching another dude's YouTube video, and he was sitting there talking about, like, he was talking about how his YouTube, he's like, I don't know how this video is going to turn out. I'm editing this video right now, and I don't even know how it's going to turn out, and I don't know if it's going to be good. And I'm sitting there watching the video, I'm sitting there like, how does this motherfucker come up with this shit? He don't know either. He don't know either. Nobody knows. That's the thing. Nobody knows. I was like, wait a minute. You niggas are lying when you say you know. You don't know. I don't know. All of my results are literally from just doing. I had no idea it would come out the way it came out. Like this video right now. I was just like, how do I make a cool video with my aesthetic without taking up all my goddamn phone storage, but making it not look like a goddamn normal iPhone video? Because I was like, I don't like the way that the iPhone be recording like it. You know, it don't give off artistic vibes. You know. And so I threw a little lens in front of it. I was like, let me throw my lens in front of it because it adds something different. And I'm like, wait, I can do whatever the fuck I want. Why am I bugging? Perspective, bro. It's all about perspective. When you realize, it's like all you gotta do is have the perspective of you're the coolest person around, and everybody just doesn't get it yet. If you have that perspective, you'll probably be ahead. Maybe that's what Kanye thinks. I don't know. It don't matter what he thinks. I really don't give a fuck. I'm worried about what I'm doing, not what I'm thinking, because I realized the best moments I had were when I wasn't thinking. When I wasn't thinking about an idea, because I always think about ideas, but I never execute the ideas. But when I just do shit, those are my best ideas. Think about that. Don't think about it. Just do it. It's Isaiah Raw. I'm out of here. Peace out. Hope you guys have a good one. Much love.